So which people, which constitutions of people and characters is most suited for non-duality? Because not everybody's interested. And see, non-duality pointers, it's not higher than Hinduism or Christianity or anything. There's no higher or lower. It's not about that. It's about what suits your temperament. See, that's already been downloaded. Now, we might have to search a bit. I remember I was in LA when I was like 22, and I was just searching. I was deep into search and seeking. And I got the phone book out, and I went to every single church in the phone book trying to find, like, where am I at, And then I ended up finding Self-Realization Fellowship with Yogananda, and that really resonated with me out of everything else. And Vedanta, Advaita, what we're talking about now. But when I went to the problem with the non-duality teaching at that time for me, it was just too mental. I was just like, okay, yeah, I can say all these words and everything, but okay, I still feel bad. I was struggling with a really bad health situation. My nervous system was very imbalanced, and I was just in a lot of pain, physically, emotionally, mentally, and I needed help, you see, with that. I didn't want to just learn a bunch of stuff and, okay, everything's a thought. Well, it sure don't feel like a thought. I'm suffering with this here. So I got more remedy through SRF, Self-Realization Fellowship, and then that led me to go to India and just keep searching, and this is what happened. So the people, though, that, you see, the reason I was suited for this this Advaita non-dualistic pointings is because it's like my constitution, just by nature, it's a bit more mental and intellectual. Now, there's basically two sides to this coin of you can say self-realization or spiritual evolution. One is bhakti, the devotional type, and then the other is this Advaita, realizing the self within. And that's just always appealed to me, because I tried it, like, it didn't make sense just to worship God that took a form that has realized this God essence in that form, like Jesus or Buddha or Shiva or etc. I'm not knocking devotion, by the way. I'm going to make a video on that at some point. Devotion and Advaita actually go together at the highest level. But just to get started, just like trying to find, like, where am I at with this? I want to evolve spiritually, but I don't know my path. I don't know what my path is. So I was trying all these things. And the reason the Advaita and non-dualistic teachings appealed to me, and the whole Hindu philosophy is kind of grounded in non-dualism, but it's like the non-dualistic branch, it's just very non-dualistic, so it's like a very specific pointing type teaching. So having this character and wanting to just realize this essence within me, I didn't have the propensity to worship another form like some authentic bhakti devotees do with Krishna and other gods. There's thousands of gods in India that different forms that people worship. So it just didn't resonate. What resonated is when I would try to meditate, and then I would feel like there's some power here that's greater than mind. It's greater than human power. I'm like, I need to access that. And then that whole separation of, I need to access this. See, non-dualism helps to deal with that. It helps to remove the I. So saying self-inquiry, all this stuff. But, we got to start somewhere. It can't just, that has to evolve to that point. But I found my niche, my spiritual niche, So that stuff, though, it's already downloaded in everybody. I didn't create that. It's not a mental choice where I say, yeah, I like the non-dualistic better than the devotional. No, we don't make that choice. It's already there. Like this show is, man, everything's already worked out and been done. It's just we're playing in this 3D, this three-dimensional time and space, and so all these moments are spliced up, and we're experiencing each moment like it's fresh and new, and it's fun. That's why we're here. So we got to kind of go through the maze a little bit to realize these things, like a video game. Oh, here's the gold. There's the enemy. I got to fight the enemy, and then we, at some point, can say, get to the end, or you realize, well, there's no end. I am the end. Okay, I don't want to get too much into that because then I'm going to sound like the other people, I want to make this as practical as possible. So the people that really resonate with the non-dualism pointers are those they're just more intellectually, oriented to that. You basically have the mind and the heart, right? This will determine what teaching we're going to gravitate towards. Now, generally, the Western world, America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, these are more Western oriented, generally speaking. And then the Eastern, like especially Asia, India, Latin America, they're a little more heart-centered, generally speaking. So the people that are more heart-oriented, devotional and bhakti practices, it comes more natural to them. Those who are more intellectual oriented, then the Advaita and non-dualistic pointers resonate more. So that's basically that's what it is, And then if you're more intellectually oriented, you're probably going to gravitate more toward this non-dualistic teaching. And if you're more heart-oriented, this just isn't going to make any sense to you. You're just going to say, this is just a bunch of this makes me nervous. Like it hurts my nervous system. Like I just want to just pray to God and just give myself up and surrender. And when I do that, I feel really good. That's your path, Later, you can say both of these paths meet. I enjoy both. Now, I predominate in this self-inquiry and inner looking and realization of non-dualistic reality. I predominate in that, but I still enjoy spontaneously. It comes to pray and to give reverence to these masters that have walked the planet before us and have done much more than we can even realize. So both is good. It's the ego and mind to say one's better than the other and one's faster than the other. These are all concepts, you see, and we got to get rid of those. That's what non-dualistic teaching's about. It's getting rid of the concepts, but not making it a concept to get rid of concepts, you see. You're just letting things happen and flow through you, and you're not tripping so hard, You're not becoming like, I'm a new non-dualistic person. You see, that's another concept. So let me know how this flows with you. Leave me any questions you have. Have a good day.